Well, happy Monday, my beautiful Facebook friends. This is Canadian country recording artist Tiffany Dowhan, and also founder and president of the High Heels and Spurs Self-Esteem Foundation and Program. Also, too, Littlewood. Oh, you're not going to let me grab you. Come here. He wants to play. See, if I throw this, he's excited and he's going to... He's gonna go. Okay, but anyways, I'm really excited to do today's Monday morning message. This one is gonna be really short and sweet and really to the point for you guys, just because of the fact that it is pretty straightforward. And I want you guys to really think, this week a lot about the top 5 people that you surround yourself with in your life. So who are those top 5 people? And how do you figure that out? Pretty simple, actually. If you actually go into your phone, look who you text the most, look who you talk to the most, look at even who you have phone conversations with, or who you go with coffee or lunch with, or you spend majority of your time with. So for some of you, it might be your significant other. For some of you, it may be a really good best friend. For some of you, it might be the people that you work with. So I want you to really take some time and think about who is in your top 5. Who are those people that really truly get, your time? So for me, I say, okay, who gets basically Tiffany time? Who spends the most time on me and who has the most influence on me? Now, the reason I want you guys to do that is because I'm not sure if you know this or not, but the top 5 people that you surround yourself with are basically a huge influence on who you are as a person, your morals, your values, your ethics, and where you are in your life right now. So if you are watching this video and you're maybe feeling like I'm stuck, I'm in a place in my life, I'm kind of here, but I want to be over here. And it could be in success, it could be like in your finances, it could be in your career, it can be in a lot of different areas of your life. And we probably at times think, well, it doesn't matter who I hang out with. Why does it matter who I hang out with, whether I'm going to be making more money, or whether I'm going to see more success in my business, or whether I'm going to have a better relationships in my life, or have a better marriage, or a better situation with maybe somebody that I'm dating. Okay, so I want you guys to really think about it. It is really important because it is proven that the top 5 people that you hang around with the most, you are going to be extremely similar to them. You're going to be similar in your finances. You're going to be similar in your personal lives. You're going to be similar maybe in your career. Maybe not what you do, but maybe about the level of success that you're at. Maybe the way you speak. So, whether you curse or not, right? That kind of thing. The way you treat people is a huge thing. And, to ask yourself, do these people have honor, integrity? And what are their values, and do they align with yours, or are they against yours? So let's talk about each of these things really quickly. So finances. Here's the thing. If you're here with your finances, let's say you're making on average $70,000 a year, or maybe even less than that, but you want to be making $100,000 to $150,000 a year. The reality is that if you actually look at your top 5 friends, that circle of influence that you have, guaranteed you guys are probably around the same income level. Okay, so that's huge. So even for me, getting involved in my business with my network marketing company, with a company called Arbonne, to be honest, you guys, I look to spend time with people that are at the pay level that I want to be at. And that is absolutely huge. For my music, I am also getting advice and spending time with people that are making the kind of money that I want to make with my singing career. So that is really important. So look at your own finances, but look at the people that are in your top 5. They're probably pretty similar to yours. So if you want to be making more, you maybe want to be reaching out to other people that are maybe at a different income level. So that might sound really greedy, you guys, but the reality is you always have to be looking for people that are at the same level as you or above. And sometimes if you're the top, if you're the top, top dog in your group of 5 people that you hang around with the most, maybe it's time that you maybe stop, hanging around with turkeys and look for some eagles to soar with, right? That's one of my favorite quotes. So something to really think about. Okay, so I'm not just talking finance, you guys. I'm talking now, I'll give you another place, another area in your life with those top 5 people. So your personal lives. So if they're in a relationship with a significant other or husband, Are they happy? Or is it something that you admire? Or is it something that you're like, I don't want that? Or are they single and are they doing things that you don't necessarily admire or look up to? And here's the thing, you guys, I'm single. And I do want to find somebody who loves me and cares about me and treats me great. And the reality at the end, and that I can do the same too. So I actually am hanging around with more married couples that are happy and have good family lives. The reason that I'm doing that is because that is what I want. I very rarely go out to the bar, you guys, and party and do those kinds of things. I hang around with people that inspire me to have better relationships, okay? So something to think about. On a personal aspect, what do those people's lives look like? So again, look at your top 5, see what they're like. And is it where you want to be, or is it not where you want to be, okay? The other thing too is career. And I'm not saying that you have to do the same thing that your friends do, because that's not what I mean by this. But as far as, are they happy? Do they love what they do? Are they passionate about it? And the reality is, if they're not passionate about it, chances are pretty good that you're probably not very passionate about your job. So that's something to really think about, is if you're in a career where you feel like you're here but you want to be here, why is that? And maybe look at your friends and that circle of 5 and see what they're doing, and are they also maybe complaining about their job all the time and they feel like they're stuck. Then maybe it's time to look towards talking to somebody who loves their job and who knows their passions, who knows why they're here on this earth and why they're here to serve their greater purpose and their passion. Okay, so that's important. Another thing too is the way people speak. For me, this has been a really big one. And this is really hard because, and I'm going to talk about swearing, you guys. For me, I really have been focusing on not swearing. And it's really hard because it's easy to drop, those little bombs and every now and then, because, our friends do, or, we get comfortable with each other and we think, oh, it's okay. And you guys, swearing is actually a sign of ignorance. And I'm the number one person guilty for it. I still, drop the old bomb every now and then, and especially with people I feel really comfortable with. But the reality is, you guys, it's ignorance. We have a great language, an English language, where there's a lot of other colorful words we can use than swears. So the reality is even looking at the way that you speak and the way that your friends speak. I have to really thank somebody in my life who's a mentor of mine, amazing woman by the name of Brenda Kissel. Brenda Kissel always said to me, Tiffany, you are too smart and too beautiful to be swearing. Stop it. It makes you sound ignorant. And I love you and I thank you for that, because I still slip every now and then. I'm not perfect, and like Keith Kochner, another mentor of mine, says, it's not about perfection, it's about progression. I still slip, but I am a lot more conscious of being aware of what comes out of my mouth when I speak. Okay, even another thing too is the way that you treat people and the way that your circle of 5 influence treat people. Do they treat people good? Are they kind people? And here's the thing, you guys, there are people that I have cut out of my life. And the reality at the end of the day is I've cut them out of my life because they weren't serving me as being a better person, and I wasn't helping serving them as being a better person if I was to continue to accept the way that they treated people. And it's one thing, you guys, to be nice to people. It's another thing to have a kind and a loving heart. And if the people that are in your circle of 5 do not have a kind, loving heart, and you do, and you know at your core you do, it's time to maybe look at that and decide who you are going to surround yourself with and the people that you're going to hang out with. Because I can tell you this, if you are kind, you are going to succeed so much more in every area of your life. And if the people around you are kind, you are going to learn more, you're going to be loved on more, you are just going to be in such a different place. And I can guarantee you that. Another thing too is the people that you're hanging around with. Do they have honor and integrity? Do they lie? Do they cheat? Do they do things that shake maybe your own honor and integrity? And you think, well, they're my friends, I'm going to just accept it. And here's the thing, you guys, I've had friends like that, you guys, in the past, and they're not a part of my life anymore. Because in order for me to have that high level of honor and integrity that I want to have, I really had to take a look and say, wow, I'm letting these people around me treat people poorly or have low honor and integrity, but yet I'm spending time with them. And the reality is that's not who I am at my core. And this is what I want to ask you guys. What are your values? And do you know what your values are? And I think that's really important. And I have a book And I can't remember where I put it. I'm actually just going to pick up my video camera, push a little wood aside, because I do have to find this book. And I don't know where I have it. I might have borrowed it to somebody. But it's a really great book, and I might even just put it in the kind of line of this YouTube video just to let you guys know. But, oh, it's called I'll Only Get Married Once, okay? So this is a really great book. The reason it's really, really great is because there's a whole section in there about kind of defining your own personal values and morals and ethics. I was given it by a good friend, and I really would encourage you guys to get this. It's really amazing. Absolutely love it. And it helps you when you're looking for a spouse, but really, or if you're deciding to marry somebody. But what I really like about it is that for yourself, I think a lot of times we don't sit down and we don't look at our own values and morals, and we don't really know who we are at our core. And it's a really great book for that reason. So I really want to encourage you guys to take a look at it. It's called I Will Only Get Married Once. And I'll also put it in the title here so you guys can look it up. And I'll also put the author in there. I think I borrowed it to somebody on my Arbonne team because it's not in my bookshelf. So anyways, but that's a huge, huge thing. So ask yourself this, in that circle of 5 people that you know, what are their values? And do they align with yours, or do they go against yours? Because if they're going against yours, chances are pretty good you're not going to serve your higher purpose if you are hanging around with people that don't have the same values, morals, goals. And here's the thing, you guys, would you marry somebody that didn't have the same belief system? So whether that's in faith or your spirituality, would you really want to be with that person every day if they were the complete opposite of you when it came to their belief systems? That's really huge. And let's say they lied and they cheated, but you had honor and integrity. Those are people you want in your circle of 5. So that's something to really, really, really think about. So that's what I want you guys to do this week. I'm going to really kind of give you guys a call to action. Look in your phone. Who are you spending time with? Who are I just got into Snapchat and I'm loving it. Who are you Snapchatting with all the time? And is it positive or is it negative? Who are you going for lunch with? And are they talking about other people and complaining about their job and talking about how broke they are all the time? Or are they looking at ways to make more money, to be more successful? Are they reading personal growth and development books, you guys? And, I used to think books like that were crazy. But you know what, you guys, my life has totally changed because I am very self-aware of the people that I hang out with. And, I'm still learning all the time. There's people that I've had come into my life and I'm like, you know what? I'm sorry, but you're not allowed into that circle of 5. And that might sound pretty harsh, but the reality of the day, at the end of the day, the people that you see that are the most successful in this entire world, the people that they surround themselves with, the mentors that they have, the people that they look up to, admire, ask for advice from, those people are successful because they're looking towards people that are successful in, their finances, their personal lives, their career, the way they speak to people, everything that I've talked about today, the way they treat people. So here's what I want you guys to do. I want you to take some time, figure out who those top 5 people are, and say maybe I need to take a step back, and maybe I need to make room for people that are going to help me grow. And if I'm here and I want to be here, maybe it's time that I found people that are going to lift me up, help me believe in my dreams and my goals, help me become a better person. And, I can go from here to here. So that's huge. And I want to say this, you guys, you cannot soar with the eagles if you're hanging around with a bunch of turkeys, and that is just how it is. So I love you guys. Have an amazing week. So excited to do another Monday morning message for you guys. Totally inspired by a lot of my really great friends and mentors. I say mentors, but some of my really, really close friends have really inspired this video because you know what? They give me advice, they breathe life into me, and it's always positive. And that's what your circle of 5 should really do for you. So again, you can't hang around with the turkeys if you want to soar with the eagles. Love you guys. Have an amazing week, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.